Hi, this is Illuminated Readings, and this is going to be a tarot reading for the sign of Libra between the week of the 25th to the 31st of August. Let's begin, shall we? Libra, I'm getting something about darkness. Do you have like a fear of darkness, or like some sort of something you associate with darkness? It's something that frightens you, something that's a bit maybe esoteric, maybe something a bit more on the horror side of stuff, something that is frightening to you, is what I'm picking up. I'm not sure what it is, but let's jump into your reading. Coming into the week, you're in the Nine of Swords energy, which basically is saying that you're very negative in your mind at the moment. Going into the week, you're feeling very anxious and worried about something. You might be fearful of something happening. I think the darkness might have something to do with you, and something in your mind or in your mental state, somewhere where you go, feeling like, I'm looking into this, the background here in the card is, the swords here. I feel like that's that background there is it's like your mind. It's like there's a darkness inside of you, or inside of your mind that's there, and you've got these swords up to sort of like protect you from it overtaking you, if that makes sense. What I'm getting here is that you need to be in balance with yourself. You need to balance, your shadow self and your lighter self. I don't know what the word is. I think it's called a lighter self. But you need to be in balance with yourself and recognize that there has to be a duality. There cannot be the lightness without dark, and there cannot be dark without lightness. One cannot exist with the other. You need to be in balance with yourself. I need to be moderation with which way you're going. I think this is something to do with you personally, as opposed to a situation. So you need to be in peace with yourself. That's what I'm hearing. You need to be in peace with yourself. You need to acknowledge that side of you is there, and try not to fight that side of you that is there in the darkness, because it is you. You are one. I know that Libra is like, I've got big strong Libra placements as well, but Libra is like, you got light or dark. You're kind of in the middle as the Libra, and you sort of weigh it. But you, as a person, you are both of them in one, and you need to acknowledge the fact that you cannot be either or. You have to be both at the same time. The scales on the Libra side, they're not an external component to the whole thing. So like, you've got the pole, and then you've got the two scales. They're attached to the frame of that pole. So it's a part of you, basically. Don't alienate. I was gonna say alien eyes. Alien eyes. That's interesting. You might have alien eyes. Anyway, don't alienate yourself, okay? Because that's a part of you, so you have to acknowledge that part of you. It might be scary. It might be very scary, but it's something that the more you accept, the more you are being yourself, the more you are true to yourself, the more you understand yourself, the more you can love yourself. By rejecting it, you're hating yourself more. So try not to be in that energy. I'm getting that you need to be caring and compassionate towards yourself. Um, yeah, so like on the card, you've got these two little kids, and I'm getting like these two babies, and I'm getting like one of them's like like in the cartoons they show you've got one angel on you on one shoulder and a devil on the other. One's basically evil and one's basically good. Is kind of what I'm getting. But she's showing loving, she's showing generosity to her and kindness to herself. She's loving herself. It's a loving feeling that she's whole. Um, it's interesting as well because this sort of chalice she's holding, this I forgot what they call the incense holders. Kind of looks like an incense holder to me, but the two things over here they remind me of the scales of the Libra sign. Um, so I feel like she's holding it lovingly, looking at it lovingly. So it's kind of like you need to love yourself in a way a lot more than you have been doing. You need to acknowledge the fact that yes, you can be light, yes, you can be dark. It's a mixture of the two. Um, and she sat on top of all of this, and there's all this treasure down here, and she's more interested in herself. So it means that your focus more at this time should be on yourself as opposed to whatever is going on around you, because that is more worth your time and more worth your energy than, to be honest, anything could be. Um, Coming into the week, I see that you'll be planning for the future, and you're going to be making some sort of discovery. I feel like you are going to go inwards and figure what this is for you, what this situation is for you, and what this darkness is basically. And you're going to be making some sort of plans going up in the future now of basically, um, you know, which way you want to go forward. And you're going to be confident. You're going to be very confident moving forward because you're more of a whole now. Hold on. So these two cards keep dropping. There's no wind here, but the cards keep dropping from the deck. So they were like moving, and so you see me going like that with my hand. So over here, so I see what this is about now. So I see what's going to happen. So as you get to this discovery is sort of like, you're dissatisfied, you're apathetic about something, you're not very happy. And it's going to cause you to release something. You're going to release something. Feel like this is something internally. Yeah, it's something internally. I'm seeing like a ball of water. It's like a ball of water inside of you, and you're in there too. And this is what you're doing inside of there. There's a bowl of water, and you're sort of like you're traversing it. You're traversing this ball of water inside of you, and you're going to another place. It's interesting because it's a ball, because a ball is a circle, and karma, they say, goes in circles, and cycles go in circles, right? So it's kind of like you're going through. You're gonna release something by traversing this, whatever this is internally. You're traversing something internally and you're going to be releasing. So and it's going to heal you, is what I'm getting. And this is what this discovery is about. You're going to discover something about yourself. And I believe this has got something to do with who you are, your identity. Your discovery is leading you to realize that you're the King of Pentacles. You are, fulfilled. You are wealthy. You have everything you need inside of you. I'm getting really pulled towards these two balls up here. But it's almost like I see down here as well. There's like it looks like almost like an owl to me. It's something about animal ears is significant here. I don't know why. I don't know what this is, but I can't keep looking at. I can't stop staring at their ears. Um, and obviously, animal ears are very sensitive, and they move around, and they're almost like antennas. So maybe you got your antennas. You're gonna be more brazen with your intuition. This is what this discovery is going to allow you to do. It's going to allow you to be more brazen with your intuition, with your antennas, with which way is right, which way is wrong. And it's going to allow you to be more seamless with yourself, is what I'm getting. Following that, see, you're moving into your life's purpose. You're being called to move into a more authentic version of yourself, a more authentic, not a version, I want to say version, a more authentic way of being, should I say, is what you're moving into, as opposed to what you have been doing. I don't know what has been going on or what hasn't been going on, but this is what I'm getting, is that you're moving into a more authentic version of yourself, and you're moving more into your life's purpose, why your soul decided to come, incarnate on this planet at this time. And I feel like it's something that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for something. You've been waiting for this. This is by the end of the week, you're going to be in this energy, this judgment energy. And this is basically, you've been waiting to feel like this for, I don't know how long, but it feels like, I feel a feeling of yearning, of, waiting. You've been waiting, like, with a lot of faith and hope that this is going to happen, that you are going to be in this. Maybe this is something that you wanted when you were younger. When you were younger, you were like, I wish I could be like this, or I could, understand things a certain way. And you're going to be moving into that energy now, and this is going to be a reality moving forwards. You're going to be leveling up and breaking through who you used to be. It's like a shell coming off. It's like it's all dried up, and it's like the shell is just cracking open by itself. Like, it's like you've come out of a cocoon. Yeah, so this is gonna be abundant for you. You're gonna be in a very abundant energy. You're gonna be wealthy. I don't know what kind of wealth this is. This could be any kind of wealth. It could be love. It could be finances. But I'm getting something here. Some sort of gift is coming for you because of this. I feel like is due. It's like, it's like a reward, not a reward. It's like a prize. It's like a prize. You've won a prize by, well, you're going to be winning a prize by the end of this week by going through this energy, right, of the Nine of Swords, of, recognizing yourself, and then, being in a state where you're alchemizing, who you are into one being. She's got one foot in the water and one on the earth, represents a duality that she is in and out, which means that there is up and down, there's left and right, which is there's light and dark, yin and yang, basically. And this is what this is. And by doing so, by bringing yourself into equilibrium being a state of being where no side of you is greater than the other side, they're equally balanced, they move in uniform motion, so that if one side somehow manages to get more affected than the other side, you will come back to center. And this is something that you're moving into, and because you're moving into this, you are being rewarded. You're being rewarded with some sort of gift that's coming in for you. I don't know what this gift is, but it's coming in for you for sure. So I'm getting some sort of team is coming in for you. I don't know what that means. Some sort of team is coming in for you. Um, okay, I see what it is. It's some sort of industry that you felt betrayed in, and that you had to conform to some sort of way of being. It's something that you were doing before, and it's basically coming for you this time, rather than you having to pick up a finger or call someone or message someone or whatever it is. It's coming for you without you realizing. It's something you've done in the recent past. I was going to say past, but then I had recent. It's a recent past that you did some sort of collaboration or something. No, not collaboration. Some sort of work you were doing. Sorry, in the past, and it's basically now is some sort of team, some sort of industry. Sorry, some sort of team is going to approach you about this thing that you felt really hurt by, that basically made you feel, betrayed, and you had to conform to this way of being with them while you were doing whatever work it was, and it didn't feel true to you. You made a choice. You made a decision. You made a decision before. Yeah, you made a decision before. You were influenced when you were in this thing, whatever it was. It could be relationship, actually. It could be a relationship. It could be career as well. Um, if it is your career, then it is what I've been saying. If it's a relationship, then yeah, again, it's the same thing. It's somebody that you're some sort of harmony you had with this person, and this person basically betrayed you in some sort of way, um, and you made a decision again, because you were innocent at the time. But if it's career, it's basically that you made a choice before because of you were influenced by this person or these people to be in that industry. Maybe you didn't like it, but you're doing well when you were helping your company or whatever it is. And what ended up happening is you ended up obviously getting betrayed in the end of it. So I'm seeing that you're gonna be courageous, because you're gonna feel more whole within yourself, because you're gonna have been balanced. You're gonna balance your light and darkness inside of you, and it's gonna make you more, not only courageous, but more generous and creative. You're gonna be quite creative. You're gonna be very strong. You're gonna have resilience, without you realizing it, and happy. It's gonna cause you to be happy without, you know, just this balance, just balancing yourself, right? Just balancing your light and darkness inside of you, so you're not overly light for no reason, and you're pushing the darkness to the side and putting up boundaries inside of yourself and saying, look, this is not me, blah blah, and it is you. We are all light and dark, but we have to have a balance. When you put the swords in there, it just creates more problems. This is why you've been in this energy. You're coming into the week with this, this energy of this sort of negative thinking, this negativity in general. I'm getting something about stomach pain. Are you having some sort of stomach pains or something like that? Or some sort of anxiety or some sort of gut feeling. I don't know what it is. I think you need to do some meditation this week. You need to meditate. You need to take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. But you need to do this like, maybe 5 to 10 times, if you're feeling something in your stomach, it's going to help relieve the tension. Okay, so what I'm getting here is some sort of your challenge for this week is basically there's a lack of enthusiasm. You're not feeling very successful. You're not feeling very good that this darkness exists inside of you, whatever it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be darkness. It might be just something that you associate as being dark, but it's not necessarily dark. Maybe it's from the way you grew up or your environment that made you believe that this is a dark thing. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but it's something that's affecting you mentally quite heavily. Obviously, you can see with the Nine of Swords, it's quite very heavy. It's not quite, but it's a very heavy energy, and it's basically telling me that you're not feeling successful within yourself. You're not feeling very you're not feeling like 100% that you are you. You're feeling like there's a lack of enthusiasm for yourself. There's a lack of passion for life in general because of this, and you feel like you need to control yourself to be not like this. And this is what you've been doing for however long, but this is what you've been doing to sort of manage yourself and be like, this is right and this is wrong. So you really trying to control yourself and not allow yourself to be who you are, which is your blockage this week. Your controlling nature is a blockage for you because it's not helping you. You're destroying yourself more and more because you're not allowing yourself to be who you are. And you're in this sort of this state of you're not feeling any sort of you're not realizing how bad it is for you. That's your blockage. Your controlling tendency is not allowing you to see how bad this is for you, because this is really bad. It's putting you in Five of Pentacles energy, and by having this controlling nature, you're not able to see how bad it is for you, how much it's affecting you. It's making you perverse. It's bringing poverty to you. It's bringing loss to you, and you can't. It's making you worried. Well, you shouldn't be worried about being yourself, and this is, I feel like, something that it's almost unnoticed by you. I see you like hooded and cloaked, and you're like walking through the snow, but you're like, you could give a damn about anything else, just kind of walking through that. This is the way it is, and it's really controlled. It's something that you need to step out of, because this is blocking you from blessings. Is blocking you from the Ace of Pentacles. Is blocking you from whatever this is for you that you want. It's something that you want, is what I'm getting. It's like magical. It's just popping in through the thin air, I see by the end of the week, you're going to be resting from the strife. You're going to be recuperating and contemplating your past with all of this situation. I see you being very reflective, and almost tired of, being like this. It's because it feels like you've been separated from yourself. You separated yourself from yourself, and you sort of put your own barriers inside of you. But you're gonna, by the end of the week, I see that you are gonna take action. You are gonna go within, and you are gonna balance yourself, and be at peace with yourself, and that's gonna allow you to be in a, resting from the strife, resting from, whatever this battle is. It feels like it's been going on for a while, because you're also gonna release whatever, what these barriers are, what this why you're like this. You're gonna release it, and you're gonna be contemplating about, what's next, and contemplating of how you can improve and be better. And I see from this, you're gonna realize that you need to love yourself. You need to nurture yourself. By nurturing yourself, you're gonna be prosperous. You're gonna nurture yourself in such a way where you haven't done before. Is what I'm feeling. Is something that is fairly alien to you. Alien eyes, alien eyes, alien eyes, alien eyes. Yeah, you might be an alien. You might might just be an alien. That's just what it is. Alien eyes. Oh, your eyes are gonna change. So your eyes are gonna look different. What that means is you're gonna be looking at everything more differently, and you're gonna think it's alien because you've never seen things from these eyes that you will have by the end of the week. You're gonna see things very, very differently than you have ever seen before. It's almost like you're able to perceive a lot more, and it's gonna be alien to you. This is very interesting. But I see you being nurturing yourself and being prosperous through nurturing yourself, and it's looking very good for you, to be honest with you, Libra. It's looking like a very positive week. A lot of shadow work being done by you, but it's going to work out for the very best, and you're going to feel really, really good by the end of the week. Anyway, I'm going to leave this reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.